we back for another episode of Sports Talk Unfiltered, where we talking sports all the time. We haven't been back. We back now regular on Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So y'all let somebody know that we're on. We got a lot of sports to talk about tonight. We're waiting on our fourth compadre, Howard. He's running a little late, but he'll be in as soon as he is able. So guys, y'all go ahead, chime in the text message and the chat. Let us know what topics you want to talk about. If there's anything, let us rip your favorite team as well. I think that's the reason why Howard's not on, because he's trying to
I
get
wouldn't
that.
be on either.
Yeah, I wouldn't be on either if I if I had to deal with that. So we got a
Yo,
lot to talk about. And so the video might be messed up a little bit because we were scheduled for Howard to be on, so a lot of the little camera shots are done. But look, let's talk about this first. I wanted to talk about Colorado and the Buffs, and we're going to talk about the Cowboys. We're going to talk about the Steelers, the Commanders. We're going to talk about little Giants. Somebody told me they want me to talk about the Rams, so we're going to try to get into as many teams as we can in this hour show. But right now, I want to talk about the Colorado Buffs with Coach Prime Time and the team. And my question for you guys is, do you think Colorado is going to make a bowl game? Do you think they're going to make a bowl game? Elliot, I'll start with you.
Anything is possible, but I still think they got a lot of work to do. Look like they're a lot better than last year. I still think the offensive line is still to me outclassed in the actual conference. Now they might reach 500, but that ain't gonna be enough for a bowl game. Not
That ain't
this
going to be
season.
enough for a bowl game, you think?
No.
What do you think? What do you think they're going to? I mean, you don't think that there's anything that they can do then?
Oh no, definitely not. Like I said, I'm gonna give them 500. I said below 500 last year, but I'm gonna give them
Okay.
500 this season.
All right. And
But
that won't be
as
enough.
far as a bowl game, they won't make that.
Tony.
so I'm looking. They have 8 games left.
Okay.
Um, I see them losing to Kansas State. I see them losing to Utah, and I see them losing to Oklahoma State. But at this point, except with the exception of Utah, I even think the K State and Oklahoma State could be toss-up games. I personally would favor them against Cincinnati, UCF, Texas Tech, maybe Kansas, and I have Arizona as a toss-up. So with given that they already have 3 wins, if they get 3 more wins, which I see as a definite, that'll make them bowl eligible. And right now, with all the
With three
but
more wins.
3 more wins, yes. So if they win 3 out of their final 8 games, which I see is not only possible but probable. In fact, even if I were to go conservative, I say they win 4 and they lose 4, which would then make them they'd be 7-5 um, for their final record, and 7-5 gets you a playoff. It's Dion. I mean, it gets you a bowl game. It's Dion.
Oh, if he's 75,
Yeah,
somebody gonna give him a
yeah.
bowl game.
But
Yeah,
even if they're six,
75,
even if they're
yeah,
six
but
and six, even if they're 6 and 6, they're
ooh,
going to a bowl game.
6-6.
I'm telling you, my
Okay.
son is in the Virginia Tech band. We went to a bowl game last year. I'm just telling you, that's just what it is. They have more bowls than they have bowl eligible teams.
And not only that,
So
Dion, they'll draw.
yes, yes,
They'll draw. Somebody's hoping they can just be enough wins that where it just don't look sketchy for them to get invited to one.
right. It takes 5 losses for them. Nah, it takes 6 losses for them not to go to a bowl game. 6 out of their final 8 games. You
Wow.
mean
Hmm.
to tell me with what you've seen so far, you don't see 2 wins? even if you didn't know the teams, just looking at what I've seen so far and what I know about the landscape of college football, 2 wins seems like an automatic,
Right.
you know?
Hey, what do you
So
think? Hey, well, I got two questions. One is, do you think Dion going to, well, I got three questions. The first question is, Shador, he a senior. Is he a senior this year or junior?
yeah, he's coming out this year.
Junior.
He a junior,
Oh,
but
he's
he
senior?
is
Okay.
coming out, though,
I
regardless.
think he's coming out this year.
All right, that's my first question. The second question is, if he comes out this year, you think Dion stand?
Yes.
What do you think, Elliot?
Nah. I don't know. I've been thinking that same question myself. I'm not sure if he stays. Dion, to me, he ain't committed. He ain't he's not like furniture. He moved, man. So I'm not so sure he'd be there after his son leave.
You think he'll go coach college football, or you think he'll try to make a jump up, or do you think he
We
just
talking about Dion. We talking about prime time. The next stop is the NFL.
He has absolutely zero chance of getting an NFL job.
no, he'll get that Dallas job if they don't
No.
act right.
He has listen to
I
me when I
guarantee
tell you.
your boy, your Jared Jones will hire him.
He has zero chance of getting at least not right now. I'm saying as it stands right now. I'm not saying that he can't do things in the future and he can't.
Why? Tell
Okay,
me
the
why.
future's next season. Let's say next season. You don't see it?
No, I don't see him doing enough this year
What
for
do
an
you mean? I don't
NFL
understand
I
team.
that.
don't think I
Why
don't
does
No,
he
even
no,
think
need
it's
to
no.
do
about that,
anything?
Tony. I don't
No,
even think it's
no.
about that.
What
Yeah,
I
okay, so
am
yeah.
telling you, yeah, y'all can say that. These NFL teams, that's about real money, right? They
They
hiring
fire
people
coaches
that
and get new coaches all
yeah,
the time.
yo man, y'all set up here on this show last year and criticized their losing, and you wanted to give him partial credit for them losing, saying he wasn't making the right decisions, he wasn't doing all this, and this is
Right?
with college. Meanwhile, in college, you don't lose because of the coaches. The coaches are recruiters. But most of the time, when you go out there, half of the games that these college teams play, they won getting off the bus because they have better players.
Right.
Colorado did not have great players. They had 2.5, no, I'd say 3 great stars, which is Horn,
Shador and Hunter.
Shador, and Hunter. And then everybody else was just a regular college kid. This is a team that you don't lose 10 games in 3 or 4 seasons in a row and have great talent on the team. That's just not how it works.
But what does that have to do with explain, correlate that with
So,
him not
so
being a
what I'm
coach?
saying is you guys criticize his coaching with a bad squad.
Okay.
If you're criticizing his coaching, don't you think owners, GMs, other people who are in there are criticizing? They're saying Dion is about the hype, but he doesn't have the coaching chops to have a winning program. Because guess what?
I don't think Jared Jones
Not
care about that.
no, but he has no
Because
benefit, right? No, unless you're a smart and innovative coach and you can convince them that what you're doing is innovative and smart. Dion is a rah-rah guy. You don't recruit in the NFL. You maybe recruit 3 free agents
I
and you
think
still
you're
got to
right.
pay
I
them.
think I agree
but Jerry
100%
Jones
with you,
is a
but I don't
businessman.
think it's about that. I think
And
it's
I think at
about
the end of the day,
it's
sell them
about.
tickets.
I think with Dallas, I think that would be the only place he could go.
Let me
Or
ask you a question. Right now,
no,
as an NFL coach, do you think that Deion Sanders is a better coach than Mike McCarthy? I
no,
can't believe y'all think about this.
no.
I can't believe y'all think about this.
What I'm
So
saying is, I'm not thinking
He got
about the
more
question.
experience.
I think the
he won a
question
Super
is,
Bowl.
I think the answer is immediate no. But my point is, what difference does it make if all you getting is what you getting from McCarthy?
Yeah, but he wants more than that. Jared is listen. Jared done
That's true.
bribed. He done bribed the Grim Reaper way too many years to let him stay long enough for them to win another Super Bowl again. He don't have too many bribe years left. just simply by virtue of the fact, even if he lived to be 102, he ain't got that many years left.
I don't think.
And so
I think he knows that now. It's all about nostalgia, or he would have went after Derrick Henry instead of Ezekiel.
I'm gonna tell you right now,
Yeah.
if they fire Mike McCarthy, the next coach of the Cowboys is going to be Bill Belichick.
I mean,
That's the name. That's the name that Jerry Jones would mistakenly go for. The name of Bill Belichick, who has won 6 titles. I still don't think it's going to be the turnaround because I think the game has kind of passed Bill by, and it takes Bill time to put together his program. Because I'm going to tell you what's not going to happen on a Bill team. You're not going to have Micah Parsons doing what he's doing. You're not going to have CeeDee Lamb. All of them would be gone on a Bill Belichick team. So I don't think it's going to be the right decision. I don't think it's going to be the right decision. Listen, Jerry Jones is getting to the point where he about to sit down and shut up because it's finally registering to him that when he had the dynasty potential building coach, he wanted to be more involved and he messed up that relationship. And now that I think that he feels like his days may be numbered, I don't think he's going to take another chance on standing in a way if he feels like he has someone who can do it. And no one has done it as far as coaching better than Bill Belichick.
No one.
So, but Deion ain't the answer. And Deion won't be, not even, put it this way, the same way that his son stopped him from drafting Johnny Manziel, he gonna stop him from trying to hire Deion as the coach.
All right. Well, my question is this: it really wasn't even about if Deion was going to the NFL. My question is this: if Shedeur Sanders, is this his last year? This is Travis Hunter's last year too, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a senior, right?
I think they came in together. Regardless, either they both juniors or they both seniors. They came into Jacksonville State together.
All right. So, and we think that Deion is going to stay, right, Tone?
I think that Deion is going to stay.
Okay.
Because unless the only thing that I think would happen to make him leave Colorado is if Florida State fires their coach this year and then Florida State goes after him. I don't think UCF would do it. I don't think South Florida would do it. I think it has to be his alma mater, Florida State. And I don't think it's going to be very successful. But then again, I take that back because he could actually hire the right coaches. Because I think last year he knew he had his offensive coordinator didn't give his line a chance. His offensive coordinator was operating as if he had dogs on the line. And they didn't. He's running a bunch of, empties with 7 to 15 yard routes being run by everybody. You're not giving him the proper check downs. You're not giving him some escape routes. And even if they were losing last year, rushing 3 or 4 on 5 and dropping everybody to cover all 5 of those receivers going into the route. And Shedeur didn't have time with 3 on 5. So that was bad coaching. They fixed that. Now they're playing they don't have Edwards. They have more of a power back now. So they're mixing in the run more heavily. They're playing more like SEC style football now. Even though Shedeur is still doing his thing, they're playing closer to that. The problem to me isn't offensive all. The problem to me is their defense.
Yeah. My question, though, is this. If Shedeur leaving, Travis Hunter leaving, what's going to happen? You think do Colorado got anything in the cupboard to replace that?
They got receivers and they got a high recruit quarterback.
Oh, they do. That's what I'm asking.
He's not the highest, but they already got a recruit that's there now. He was ranked. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like right. It's not like he's going back to a Jacksonville State roster in you know what I'm saying, in the Big 12. He still has a Big 12 roster. And something that y'all not man, this dude, man, his team this year, like half of them, like he has 2 linemen One was drafted and one transferred. His two defensive linemen that are the best, both of them transferred from SEC schools in the transfer portal. So they have 4 and 5 star recruits that he's taking off of other teams. You don't think for a second if Deion Sanders calls somebody who is the third string, he was a 5-star recruit, but he's the third string on Georgia. Hey man, come over here and get some playing time. I'll get you to the league. It's gonna work for him in Colorado.
You think then Deion can be okay without his son and Hunter?
I don't think he'll be as good unless they upgrade the defense, but they will still be about where they are now. Gotcha. They wouldn't have won that game. They wouldn't have won that game last week without Hunter and Shador being Hunter and Shador.
Gotcha.
But they would be in the game.
Gotcha. What do you think, Elliot?
I think they're going to be a level lower without them group of guys. Next year, they don't have the same success.
Yeah, they losing all of them. By the way,
it's going to take some time to turn. I mean, to get them to this level.
Yeah, Horn is going to be graduating, and his son, the other Sanders, on defense.
Yeah, but the other Sanders, is he good? Let me know. Is he good? I'm asking.
I put it to you this way: you can tell the difference in their defense with him not out there.
Why?
So
when was their defense good?
Because he at least was probably their best off-ball defender against the run. He came in.
He's gonna get drafted then. He can't be that good now.
Whoa, bro. Do you know how few of players get drafted compared to how many players that are out there that are good?
You talk like he was great now.
He plays a hybrid safety linebacker position. So you already a tweener. Somebody may take a chance on him, but right now he doesn't do anything to the point where you're like, oh, dude, here's a top 4 draft pick. He's going. I mean, like top 4 rounds.
4? Is he top 3 rounds?
No, absolutely not.
Oh man, all that pre stuff you said before then that don't
count. Why is that? Why is that? There are so many.
You act like it'll be good for him if he get an invite to a camp.
Bruh, Michael Sam led college football in sacks and only got drafted in the 7th round as a pity thing because people didn't want to say that they were avoiding him because he was gay. The reason why they were avoiding
he play in the league?
He didn't. Right, he was on a team for a little while, and then he got drafted. No. My point is, but he dominated college football.
Tony, you can't dominate college football and then go.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Maybe it's a different word than dominate.
No. Wait. What do you call leading college football in sacks?
I don't know what you call it, but I don't call it being in the 7th round. What conference he played in?
The SEC. He played for Missouri. He dominated college, but he was too small for it to translate to the NFL. He was too small to be a defensive end in NFL, and he was not good enough and quick enough on his feet to be an outside linebacker to go into coverage and stuff like that.
So you had some people who didn't dominate as well as he did and went higher than him.
Yes.
Well, then he was. Tony, he wasn't that. I mean, I know the numbers but he couldn't have been
No. Yes, but that's making my point. You can be great for college and not be great for the NFL.
Yeah,
I think Shador is better.
I mean, for nothing. He ain't.
Shiloh is better for college. He's not dominant like Michael Sam was. However, he is a solid college player. Does not mean he is going to. As a matter of fact, I think he's above average college player.
I asked you, was he a good college player? Okay, all right.
That's the whole point. That's all I'm saying. He's a good college player.
All right, Elliot, what do you think about that? You think?
I mean, he's not Deion Sanders, that's for sure. But I mean,
who is?
He's not Deion Cole to me.
Not Deion Cole.
I'm sorry. right, go ahead. Go ahead. What you say? Go
He,
ahead. Go
to
ahead.
me, man, he an average. He's an average player, man. I mean, he's not to me. I don't consider him a college star. I mean, he ain't winning the Heisman or nothing.
All right.
Yeah, because most safeties win the Heisman. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, do y'all think? Hey, do y'all think Travis Hunter is in the lead for to win the Heisman as it stands right now?
It's hard to say anybody else is in
And is he
in
that good?
so watching him, and this is gonna sound critical. I'm not saying he can't, but to me, he's not quite the shutdown corner like Darrell Revis was. He's more of an Asante Samuel type, where he'll play off and then try to jump things. I think he struggles with anticipation or guessing too much. So there are times where he can beat players. I mean, players can beat him when they're not anywhere near as talented as him. So I do think some things have to be coached out of him. Me personally, I think he's even a better receiver than he is a corner. And so, given those things, mm, I don't know, man. I think he's definitely up for the Heisman, but I think for the NFL, it's going to be a different transition. To me, he's not as dominant as, say, a Champ Bailey was, or as even a Darrell Revis in college. Like, he's not that kind of dominant. He's just that. He's more talented, I think, than both those guys.
You think he's going top 5, Elliot?
Oh, I give him 6 to 10. I don't want to say top 5. I mean, he's a skilled player. I don't think he will win the Heisman. And definitely not top 5.
No,
He
Cam
a better
Waters actually gonna
receiver
win
than
that.
to me. He's a better receiver than his DB anyway.
He need to
Yeah.
go. I mean, and he need to get that out of his head. He gonna be playing both positions every down. I mean, both sides of the
No.
ball every snap. He can forget that.
Nah, he'll be like Dion,
Yeah, he'll come in.
where
He'll come in on third downs.
yeah,
He ain't gonna be playing. They're gonna be playing against NFL players.
yeah.
Yeah, he
Oh
ain't
no,
gonna be taking the best wide receiver and then going around and
he'll
going
get
against the best cornerback too.
right. No, he'll. I think he'll give problems to the top cornerbacks in the league, just because a top cornerback still a top receiver will always beat a top corner if the quarterback is good
And the
enough,
rules
unless you help him.
favor them too.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to struggle mightily against like the best receivers. You
Right.
put AJ Brown on him, it's what they used to call mouse in the house. Like he's more of a in the NFL. I think he needs to be more of a drop corner and not a press man corner.
Right.
Because I think if they keep putting him on the biggest, best receivers,
He'll get exposed.
his guessing and stuff like that. I mean, he'll make plays. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's going to be trashed by any means. I'm just saying the same level of stardom that he's enjoying in Colorado. I don't see that translating.
Yeah, and a lot of that is that he got eyes on him too in Colorado. I mean, you take a person like Horn's getting a lot of attention because he's there. Matter of fact, all the players, if you make one play, it's a lot of eyes on you over there. All right, we gotta get off of that. That was good. That was a good topic. Hey, look, man, y'all seen my Steelers? Y'all been noticing my Steelers. So my question though,
They on the
first of all,
radar.
let me ask y'all this: how y'all think they look? First of all, Elliot.
Let me just
Go
tell
ahead,
you
go ahead,
this.
Tone.
Okay.
Tone.
Had you been having the show all this time,
Okay.
you would have heard me tell you
Okay.
that I thought, number one, the Bears should have kept Justin Fields.
Okay.
And number two, I felt that Justin Fields going to Pittsburgh was the steal of the entire offseason.
Wow.
Here's why.
Yeah, you gotta tell me why.
So Justin Fields' biggest problem in Chicago, people don't say this. They talk about his turnovers. They had one of the worst defenses in the league. until they traded for Josh. I mean, not Josh Sweat. What's your boy Sweat? Came from y'all, the Commanders. Anyway, Sweat. They traded for him in the middle of the season. The Bears started winning because their defense was now he didn't have to be Superman, right? So now what he does, I'm thinking last year, if you take last year's Pittsburgh team, they were anybody better than Pickett away from being a serious playoff contender.
Right.
So Justin Fields to me, yeah, he had a bad start. He fumbled the ball on his first drive. Okay, that was a bad start. But he has been doing exactly. They put him in a box. They kept him. Arthur Smith got him doing little things or whatever, and then every now and then he does something to show you that he's still Justin Fields. Meanwhile, that defense on the other side of the ball, there's no answer for JJ Watt. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
why. These are supposed to be the biggest brains in the NFL, and no one has an answer for that guy.
Yeah.
And so, as long as that defense is that defense and he can keep his interceptions down like he's doing, he will make plays that Russell Wilson will not make. And so, I think this is just me personally. I think they're doing good right now, and as you'll probably see when you put up my top teams,
Right.
you'll see that I give them their respect. I personally think that their offense is going to be miles better by week 8, week 9, week 10. And then if you have them with that offense
With that defense.
and that defense
Right.
and the offense getting better, I can see. I didn't pick them to win the division, but when I did my picks, I picked them to be number 2 in the division.
Right.
In the preseason before it started, because I thought Baltimore was going to win. And, now that might be in question because they got a 2-game lead on Baltimore already. So,
Elliot, what do you think about
yes,
the Steelers?
great. Where you at with
Hey,
pride?
I ain't take nothing away from my boy Caleb Williams. He gonna be great at some point in time. Um, I don't think Chicago should have got rid of Fields so quickly. Like Tony said, he didn't have defense to back him up. Now, with him being on the Steelers, it gives him a chance to actually, like you say, him got to win the game himself. He ain't got to be Superman. He ain't got to throw on the cape. He actually can manage the game and let the defense take over. Now, as far as Russell Wilson, to me, even getting both of them, I think myself, I start Fields. I'm just gonna have that quality backup and Russell. I mean, that's how I would roll with it. I don't know how he could pull that off. I mean, being with the experience, but to me, you want to win, you putting Justin out there.
It seems like Mike Tomlin, he get asked that question a lot, and he always answers it as if he's waiting on Russell to get healthy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know if it's because of the experience. I mean, he have had some success,
something in practice,
but it's like he partial to him.
Or maybe because he told Russell before he got there that he was going to be the starter, and then they had an opportunity to get Justin. It fell in their lap.
Even after they released the final roster, he still wouldn't name the starting quarterback.
He said Russell was in the driver's seat.
Russell was going to be the quarterback, and now when people ask him, he still feels like he still talks as if Russell is going to be the starter whenever he get healthy.
So here's the thing: they never once said that they were bringing Russell Wilson in to compete with Kenny Pickett for the starting job.
Right.
So it was probably already made it known to Kenny Pickett, Russ coming in here, bro, you out. Right. Like, I hate to be the one to tell you, you can stay on the bench. No, I don't want to stay on the bench. Trade me. So they sent him to Philadelphia to recoup the pick that they got for Justin Fields, who, to me, that should have been where they started. But they were smart. They waited until the Bears got desperate, and they got him for basically a throwaway pick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So to me, I think the Bears kind of shot themselves in the foot, because here's what I would have done if I were the Bears. if I decided that Justin Fields was not the guy, I would have traded that number one pick to Washington because at the time they brought in Kingsbury. Yeah, let them go get old boy. And I would have got Jalen Daniels, who, if you guys remember and go back to the show back on the draft, I told you that I believed he was the best quarterback in the draft. Had they done that early, Washington would have jumped at the opportunity. However, Jalen Daniels got in that building, and I think once he got in that building and they seen him, they were like, "No, we can't do this neither. We gonna go ahead and stick and stay and pick him. And if they pick him, our consolation prize will be Williams, who we thought was a great player that we were willing to trade for anyway." So I think out of all of this, Pittsburgh got the best end of the deal because I think they got Justin Fields, who I believe can be not just a good starter, but I think he can be a really good starter in this league. So much so that I wouldn't have been upset had the Broncos traded for him.
Wow.
But at the same time, they got Russell Wilson over there, and they probably promised him at least a leg up on being able to start.
Man,
Me, I just
Russell, once he ain't hurt, and if they don't put him back in, he gonna cause a problem. I mean,
well, so I do think they got one
he
advantage.
He gonna bicker and this ain't
but
what they told me. Now Steelers
I
ain't
think
gonna care.
No, they got one advantage though. As long as they keep winning, it makes it easier to keep Russell on the bench.
Oh, yeah.
It's not until Fields has a bad game,
right,
that then Russ could be like, "All right, here I am. What's up?"
Right.
Yeah, it's gonna be a problem.
It's gonna take a couple of bad games, but
it's gonna take a
that'll
it
be
ain't
their
gonna take
speech.
No, it ain't gonna take.
You're gonna take with one?
Only reason is because it's not like Justin right now is tearing it up, even on the offense.
Correct.
Everybody realizes that the defense is really the reason.
It is the defense.
You know what I'm saying? So they're thinking to themselves. People are in the back of their mind. They think they'll be better with Russell, but at least Justin is not hurting. I think Russell will hurt you sometimes.
Yeah. And then, but also, let's not forget, a lot of people are like, the numbers are down across the board,
right,
as far as quarterbacks are concerned. So no one is dominating, right? And to me, Justin Fields is, I mean, if you look at total QBR, he's not that high. But he is actually, where is he on this? He's 20th in total QBR. But they're punting. Dude, just punting the ball means a lot because he's not turning the ball over and giving them short fields.
Yeah, but 20 is still 20 though.
No, that's total QBR. So that's if you add, all the different ESPN metrics and everything. Yeah. So he might not be as efficient, but I mean, if you look at what yards, let me see. Like, if you look at total yards, I mean, he ain't getting crushed by that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's probably not at the bottom for that.
Hey, man, the Cowboys, man, I don't know what's going on with them jokers. But my question is, I thought Howard was going to be up here. Can they turn it around?
I don't think it's lost, but they don't look like the dominant team I thought they were going to return to be this season. And to me, offense look better than defense.
The defense look trash.
Suspect. So I don't think it's lost just because of the division they in, for real. But they still can have a winning season. I still see them doing 10 games.
Wow.
Minimum.
Wow. Tony, can they turn it around?
Turn it around to what? like honestly, what are you what are you expecting from them?
Me? I expect maybe the first round playoff, then lost.
Same as usual. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but I can see them not making the playoffs.
Ooh,
Oh,
ooh.
So right now, based on so I don't know if you guys have been watching. Like I've been watching a lot of games, and I got the NFL. Not like when I got nothing to do, I'm watching a game that won't on. Like you know what I'm saying that I won't watch at the time. I get watching the teams play. I actually have more faith in the Commanders than I do in the Cowboys because you don't have to have Derrick Henry, and you can still run straight through the Cowboys. And you can't win like that. You cannot win consistently.
And too, the difference between the Commanders and the Cowboys is the Commanders seem like they are gelling as far as the camaraderie of the team. The Cowboys seem like it's so many years of frustration that it's starting to come to a head as far as that they ain't trying to hear that, man. Ain't nobody trying to hear none of this stuff about we just gotta be professional and be every man. People ain't trying to hear that no more. They guys been on the team
Especially when
6
you're the
years.
highest paid player in history.
Man,
mm.
nobody trying to hear that. See, didn't CeeDee Lamb get his money?
Yeah, he's the highest paid, second highest paid receiver.
Man, that's too
Yeah.
much, man. And then ain't Michael Parsons up for his this year?
He's up next year. No, not
Next
this
year,
year. He won't one. He won't one this year, but he ain't up till next year. So next year is the year where they
and they
can decide
got
to
to
pick
pay him.
the 5th-year option. Yeah, but you know what? I'm getting sick of these players that's on like a 5-year deal, but then like in year 2 talking about they want to renegotiate. I'm like, nah, bro. This is what you signed up for. Your first 5 is on the house. If you were a first
Yep.
round pick, it is what it is. You know what I'm
Yeah,
It
if
saying?
you're a
is
You
what
first
it
round,
is.
yeah, it's on. Yeah, that's one of the benefits of us picking you is
correct
to
because
get
that money
that
is
top
guaranteed.
notch play for that little bit of money.
Well, no, but not only that, the benefit of you being picked means that a certain amount of your money is already
Right,
guaranteed. So if
right,
you come in and bust right out, you still getting 2-3 years worth of pay.
right.
Yep.
But you can't want that benefit and then try to throw away, well, I'm outperforming my contract. Yes. And when it's over, you can get another one.
Right.
You can get
But
another.
but right now they players that's kind of bothering me when you year 3 talking about you need give me my money back up the Brinks truck. I'm like, bruh, you don't know. We didn't see flash in the pan, 1-hit wonders, 2-hit wonders. We don't
Right.
know what you're gonna be the next year. We ain't
Well,
paying you for what you're doing now. We
the
paying you for what we
Cowboys,
think
man, the
you're gonna do.
Cowboys just seem like they internally is something going on within the organization. It's just something going on.
It's just too much pressure and too much mess. Like that,
There
I
you
think
go. It's too much pressure. It's just
I think that's hurting people.
Right.
like we gotta win.
Yeah, right, right. They can't, because it ain't no more. We got 2-3 seasons and all of this. Too many people
No,
got too much money. It's
Yo,
too much money.
no.
he's the only owner in the league that does a press conference 3-4 days a week and got a podcast. Come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. You messy.
He do
You
got a
messy,
podcast.
bro.
And I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it because I don't know how many people know about it. But I'm not gonna get too deep into it, as we do have a family show. But have y'all heard about when when Jamie Fox was going live in the bleachers? Y'all ain't heard about that yet?
No, I did
Okay, I'm
not.
not gonna say that. Y'all just go research that and see. And Jamie had to cut the live off. Y'all ain't heard about that yet? Y'all gotta go research.
No. What?
His live with Jerry Jones.
No, oh God, Jamie Foxx was in the booth in the box with Jerry Jones in the suite, and he had his live going, and Jerry was in the background saying, "Yeah, this guy is a runner 4.24. He's 6 something. He
Oh,
he he fast, and Hey, he got
Talked about something else.
yeah.
Talked about he manhood.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I ain't know if y'all heard about that. But man, but look, that's what you mean by
I didn't hear about that.
podcast
Wow.
and doing interviews every week. He always in the media, man.
Man. So he focused on the wrong thing.
He focused on
Jared don't just want to be rich, he want to be famous.
He want to be famous. He want to be famous. And he want to be the reason. He want to be able to say he the reason that they won. That's what he want to be able to say. All right.
So you think they using Zeke enough? Or they getting enough out of Zeke?
And man, Zeke is 112.
Yeah, man. I don't know why they didn't go get Henry.
Dude, man, it was not just Henry. It was a bunch of backs out there. Look at what J.K. Dobbins is doing with the Jets. I mean, the Chargers. Look at, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at what Austin Eckler is even doing with the Commanders. Like, look at.
Do you think Mike McCarthy can survive a first round exit?
Mike McCarthy can't survive nothing other than a Super Bowl win.
Oh, well, then he gone then.
Yeah, like I think Mike McCarthy needs to win the Super Bowl just to keep his job.
Ain't he a lame?
I think this the last year.
Yeah.
He a lame duck. He a lame duck.
Yeah, he don't have a contract.
Still early, but the way it look right now, it don't look like no Super Bowl.
No, and I'm not speaking when I'm talking about the Cowboys. I'm not at all talking about their talent. Number one, I think they hired the wrong defensive coordinator.
Right.
For the players that they have. So that was first. Number two, like we said.
Jones, how old is Jerry? Is he 80 yet? He ain't 80 yet, is he?
I think he in his 80s.
Like 87? No.
Yeah, I think he in his 80s.
He can't be that old. He can't be 80 past. I don't think he can't be 80.
81. 81.
Yeah.
God. Oh man, Jerry looked good, man, to be 81 though. And
I thought he was about 87.
I was going to say his mind was still sharp, but after what I heard on the live, I don't know.
And you need to stop where he looked good. I go to church every Sunday. I see a whole lot more 81-year-old people that look better than Jerry Jones, and they don't have his money.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't care how good he looked. Like you said, he got to win the Super Bowl either this year or next.
Yeah.
He
got to. So that's why he didn't really shake it up. I don't think last year because he know he on borrowed time.
Nah, man, but that's the problem. He should have shook it up, like everything he did. So here's the thing: Jerry Jones has made mistakes. Number one, he paid Dak 2 years too late, which is why Dak is now the highest paid quarterback. He paid CeeDee Lamb 1.5 years too late.
Right.
That's why. So that money that he could have been saving on this year's cap, could have opened up for a defensive tackle, for a better running back, for a running mate with CeeDee Lamb. You know what I'm saying? Because for the most part, the rest of the team is still solidified. Let's not forget what they did last year. They were good, even with Mike McCarthy messing up the end of some games.
They were good.
Right. They were good.
So, you know what I'm saying? It's not like they at the bottom, and they should be better than what they're showing. And the only reason I think they're not showing it is because the pressure and all the mess that Jerry Jones brings as being the owner of the team.
Right. All right, let's get into some segments, man, before we got to get out of here. We're going to start off with Elliot Surprises of the Week. Let's go, Elliot.
Hey, man, look. Don't look now, but the Washington Commanders on top of the NFC East, first place, looking like contenders. I don't know, but just maybe we might come back win this title this year. Set Philadelphia down. Dallas not even being close contender.
Number 2.
Okay, we got the Bills. Man, Josh Allen right now, to me, best quarterback in the league. The Bills looking good on offense, defense. Last night, I think the first 5 possessions, touchdowns. Josh finished with 4 touchdowns, 263 yards. And I don't see anybody in the AFC East competing with them. This is actually our Super Bowl champs right there. Oh, man, I don't know what's going on in San Francisco in the Bay, but it ain't the 49ers. Injuries, I will admit, got them to a slow start. It's still a possibility for them to actually turn this around, but right now they are not looking like the 49ers of last year. It's going to take the light is shining on my boy Purdy. He is not the quarterback without McCarthy.
All right, we got the surprises of the week. You got the 49ers. You surprised that they look the way they look? I'm assuming that's what you're saying. And then you got
49ers, man. They've been hit with injuries and they are not looking good. I hope they're able to turn it around, but I don't see them, if this continues, not making the playoffs. They don't look good at all.
Man, that's crazy. All right, we got to go on before.
And
we
like I
run
said,
out of time.
Buffalo Super Bowl.
What'd you say, Elliot?
Buffalo going through the Super Bowl. They looking good offensively and defensively.
They definitely look good. All right, let's get to Tony's top 5 NFL teams of the week.
That's funny every time I see it. All right, so first off, let's just begin with saying my top 5 is not based on what I project the teams to be at the end, but they're based on what the teams are doing now. And if you're looking at what they're doing now, you cannot deny that a top 5 team right now is the Pittsburgh Steelers. They have, even though it's not statistically, they still have one of the best defenses, the most disruptive defenses in the NFL. They have the most unstoppable player that I can ever remember watching in TJ Watt. The offense is doing just enough to make sure that they're not losing. So I have the Steelers at my number 5. At number 4, I got the Seahawks. Now, a lot of people are going to say, well, they really haven't played anybody. They really haven't. But the reality is they're coming over with a new coach. Their defense looks spectacular. And that seems to have translated from Baltimore because they were the top defense last year. And so he's over there and they now have that. Geno Smith is more than capable of leading this team. So I got Seahawks at number 4. At number 3, I got the Vikings, which is the surprise. Even though I said I thought Sam Darnold is a better quarterback than people give him credit for, he's proven everybody wrong, all the doubters wrong. He's proven them wrong in Minnesota. They still got Justin Jefferson, and their defense is surprisingly paying a lot better than I thought they were going to do. Aaron Jones, I know that the Packers are probably kicking themselves because he is dominating, so I got the Vikings at number 3. At number 2, my first surprise, I have the Chiefs. Here's the thing. I know the Chiefs are 3-0, but they could very easily, with the benefit of some calls, be 0-3. And I'm not saying that anything, I'm not one of those people that say everything is rigged for the Chiefs. However, I will say they have gotten the benefit of some calls. But the reason why I have them in here is because they still do have Patrick Mahomes. Pacheco's loss is going to be a big thing. They signed Kareem Hunt, so hopefully he can come in and take some of that load off, bring back the old years of when he was dominating. But as of now, I have them as number 2. And number 1, yes, those Buffalo Bills. If you take in consideration of what is going on, the way they are playing offensively, the way they are playing defensively, and really this goes back to, I think, week 12 or 13 last year when they made the switch in offensive coordinators. Josh Allen has been a different quarterback. He's a much better player in this system than he was in the previous system. And with everything they have going on, they have 0 stars. So not only are the Bills my number 1 ranked team right now, but right now he's a leader in the clubhouse for the MVP, if you would ask me. And that's my top 5.
All right, what did you see about that? Elliot, what do you think? Anything you do anything different?
Man, I might even slide Kansas City down to 3. But like you said, he got Patrick Mahomes, so you can't count him out. Definitely, like I said, he said number 1 would be the Bills, and Geno Smith. He's doing enough to keep Seattle and as a contender. So I like the 5 other than that 1. I mean, what
I
2?
could, and in it to what you're saying, I consider really being controversial and dropping them down to 3. But given the strength of schedule, the 3 teams that the
Yeah,
Chiefs
that
play
too.
are all legitimate teams. Whereas
They
in
are
Seattle has had a little bit of a lighter schedule. So I don't want to give them all the credit for dominating teams that they're supposed to and not giving the Chiefs credit for pulling out tough wins against teams that, in either way could have been toss-ups. They could have been favored. So
Will
right.
do. All right, fellas, man, great show. We had a lot to talk about, a lot more we'll pick up on next week. But we here every Tuesday night, 9:00 p.m. Now we're back on schedule. Next week we'll have our 4th compadre with us. How he can add into the discussion. He didn't want to come in because the Cowboys was losing. That's all that
I was
was.
like to say,
Yeah.
maybe hopefully they win next week so
Hopefully
he
they
can come on
win
the
next
show.
week so he can show up. Yeah, y'all let excuse me.
Hey, if they don't win Thursday night,
He
if
home.
they don't win
He
Thursday
home
night,
cooking shortbread cake and
And man, I'm gonna tell you, man, I don't know if y'all on Instagram at all, but my feed for like when I got up there, like the first 12 were all Cowboys memes. Like, and they were getting better and better. Like each
right.
one progressively got better. Oh my God, they are killing the Cowboys,
They
bro.
are killing them, man.
they
It's
are.
because
They had the security guard like looked like they was arresting the dude, and it was like security is forcing the Dallas fans to sit through the whole game. So they said they won't arrest him. They said it was making them sit down and
they
watch the
make them
rest of
sit
the
the whole
game.
game. Oh, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. So we'll see you guys, man, next week. We appreciate you guys hanging with us every night, Tuesday night, 9:00. All right, fellas, we out.
Yes, sir.